in September 2016, I got a call from a Muslim friend of mine, former Muslim, who'd had a vision of Jesus, who told him Donald Trump was going to be president. Now I'm going to go back on that man. I call him Max. Well, in September, he called me and he said, Jesus appeared to me, and he told me that Donald Trump is going to be president of the United States, and that he has been preparing him, that he wasn't ready in 2012, but he had him prepared and he's ready now. And Jesus said to him, he's closer to me than you know, than people know. And Jesus said to him, I'm going to, I want him to be president for these reasons: to bless America, to bless Israel, and to bless Jerusalem. But he must have prayer like never before. This was before the election. So I knew what that meant. I knew that meant that we're going to have to obey 1 Timothy 2:1. I exhort, therefore, that first of all, supplications, prayers, intercessions, and giving of thanks be made for all men, for kings or presidents or prime ministers and those in authority. So I've got, we have Prayer Mountain in the Ozarks, and we have some people that watch us every Wednesday. And so without saying Donald Trump's going to be president, I say, now we're going to pray about this election. So we had prayer going everywhere about the election. And came the day of the election.
And you believed before the election, though?
Before the election. I believe. I knew after he told me this. After my friend Max, I call him, told me this, and Jesus appeared more than once. And Jesus said, call Billye Brim and tell her this. Well, he knows. He has given me like an assignment to help prayers. So I did all I could, praying for him. And we have thousands really that listen and pray with us on Wednesdays live.
Yes.
And so we used all of our avenues to get prayer going. Then it comes down to election day, and you know what it looked like. You know what the polls look like.
Yes, yes.
So down at Kenneth Copeland, they're going to be following the elections. They've got Michelle Bachmann, and they've got David Barton, and they're going to follow this thing, cover the elections. And they said, now, we're going to call you at a certain time. I forgot what time it was in the evening, and ask you for your prediction. Well, you know what the polls look like.
Yeah.
So I called Max. I said, Max, you heard anything lately? I said, you know what the polls look like? He said, I know. He said, I went out on my deck, and I said, Lord. And he said, I saw 2 V's in the sky. And he said, in Arabic, that's 7s. V is a 7. So I thought, 7, that's a Bible number,
It is.
So he goes back in the house. No, he hadn't gone in the house yet. And the Lord said, this is not Arabic. It's English. It's V for victory.
Wow.
Now,
Amazing.
personally, this is Billye Brim. This is not from the Lord. I think it's going to be 2 victories. I think there's going to be a second term. But we've got to pray like we never have before.
Yeah.
Warfare.
Yeah.
We're in warfare.
Yes,
So-
amen.